Oh boy, the Me Dion gets better and better. And thank you for the subscriptions and the notifications and the thumbs up. You guys are doing great. Of course, I only need about 10,000 times more than that, but at least we're on a start. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, this is another super great find. You gotta follow this through, and come on, hit the subscribe button if you really like it. Now I'm going to show you, I'm going to check out here, I'm going to show you the 5 Monas. 1 Mona, younger Mona, older Mona, X-ray Mona out of the older Mona. Here is a color variation of the main Mona and another color variation out of the main Mona. And what he does, again, is like a book. Well, what I have told you that my Me Dion, which means best boyfriend in the whole wide world, they used to call each other, they're lovers, is the older Mona Lisa that so happens to be, okay, that so happens to be a diary of his entire career. Now, if you see this, I'm going to hold it. If you look here, there's a face in stars. You can see the head. And if you look over here, you can actually see the other part of diamonds. I have a green image that you cannot see with the human eye that I have shown you in one of my YouTubes right there. And now I'm getting offset on what I'm going to show you that are in both Monas. But we're going to put that off. Now, I have well over 800 YouTubes and over 4,000 micro images. Now, you see how I've showed you, and I'm going to do a better, much better. Just got to get this down. If you take a look at his face and his mustache, you know where he is? Okay, he's everywhere in this Mona. Everywhere. But when you're lucky to pull it, like I told you, you see how this is completely different than this? Because there's so many different variations of his secret, of his chemicals that he uses, that he hides. So what he highlights here, he hides here. And what's here is the other part of the face that you lose here after you get this. And it continues. It's a dominoes effect. And I showed you the Rubik's Cube Man. It's something similar to that effect. You know, one color is different than the other. But do you see him in this face? Do you? Watch this. This I'm going to take and I'm going to put it right up over the top, right into the area, and that's where he lies. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm hoping it comes out better on YouTube. But here's his cookie duster, here's his nose, and he follows on down, and here's his shoes that fit down in here. I'm going to pull it down. You see his pointy shoes, put it right back up, and you can see how it fits right into the pointy shoes. You pull it right back, you see his angle. If you followed me and understood me from my other YouTubes, I showed you on her arm that his feet was on the Mona Lisa. I had so many hits on that, it wasn't even funny. Well, here's the same marking that shows on another variation. There's another variation of the same thing of another YouTube that highlights better on the feet. Now, over here, when you go side by side, here's his face, okay? Here's his eyes, here's his eyes. Here's his nose, here's his nose. Now, the reason why it's tilted back, because his head is tilted back. See, when he paints, he starts the woman clear over here and moves all the way across and goes all the way. He chases her like across the room or around a pool table. Well, here's another part of it. Look at her hand. When I put him up and he goes right there, you can see her twisted finger, and when you see that twisted finger, it lines up right here. And when you pull this down, this zigzag finger right here goes up like a number 7, is the same here. Okay, watch. We'll put it right back. Very easy to lose. There he is, and there's the hand. Watch, I'm going to pull the hand down right there. I'll move it out away. There's the 7. 7 right there. Now I'm going to zoom in on that 7 for you. And I'm going to put it on there for you. It's right here. Okay, because that's where her finger goes. It goes like this and then goes back up slightly. You can see it right there. Now I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it. You're not going to see the other portion. There it is. Right there. I'll pull it down. There's the hand. Pull it back up. That's where it is. Okay? And he hides her hand. Watch. I'll pull it down. Hides her hand this way. So we got this angle to this angle. So I'm going to put right here. Go right back. See? See how well he hides it in her body? This guy is awesome. Then he uses this ruffle that shoots up in here that he hides in the mountains. Okay, you can see this round part here, how he round parts it. Now watch this. When you get this up here and you get the face lined up with the mustache, you take a look. Her eyes light up. Eye light up. Eye light up. Oh, oh, oh. Let me, ooh, my apology. My apology. But I'm going to use this YouTube anyway. Let me fix it again. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. I need somebody to help me. I could use some help. I'm telling you, just to keep me in line here. I had to take a breather. Look at that. She even fits here. See? You can see her eye and her eye. He turns her into a cat. She fits here. Because I told you, he walks her back all the way across off the painting. Look at that. You can see the eyes line up. You can see the eyes line up. Eyes light up. She ends up on the face. This guy is so tricky. Oh my goodness. Look at this. When you got the mustache, I'm going to pull this down. And I'm going to pull this down. See now why it shifted? Because I tried to put it on an angle for you because I figured he blocked it. Now here's his mustache. Now watch. I'm going to blow this up. You see his face? Okay. Here's his eye. Here's his mustache. Here's his nose. Watch. Watch this. Now, this is his cookie duster, right? You see his cookie duster with these snails? You see those snails? Ears? Okay, watch. Here, his cookie duster, it goes here and then shoots down, but it doesn't shoot down because that's another thing. If you see the big part of his cookie duster here, how it flows, if you follow it through right here, here's his snails. Here's his snail. Here's here, because his mustache moves all the way across. Here's his lines of how he goes. And why does it go like this and twists? Well, like again, when you go to do something and you want to move across the room, you don't slide like you're on a conveyor belt, straight and even Michael Jackson moonwalk. He makes a movement like women shift their hips, or a guy, you know, running with a football, whatever it may be. You know, you got movement. And that's what he did. It's just like watching a TV. This is just like watching a TV. Been doing it for about 7 years. He is absolutely floored me. My dad was a TV repairman. I've been working on television since I was like 4.5, 5 years old, maybe even a little bit younger than that, so young. And people say, how could you be working on it? Well, you know, you got to start from the ground up. My dad turned around and says, here, sit, watch cartoons, mailman comes, tell me. Mailman came, I went to Dad, mailman's here. Then he got me testing tubes. Next thing you know, boom, boom, boom. But that's what happens. I went into the automotive trade business, fell out of electronics. Now I know the basics of certain things. And I know what I see and what I have. And there's well over 800 YouTubes, well over 4,000 images. This is proof. I'm going to have even better. You cannot deny that this is a picture of my man right there, 100%. I'm going to zoom it on down for you to see again. There it is. The two are together. It's very difficult because it won't light. Here he is right here. Here he is right here. Here's his mustache. This one goes down. This goes like this and up. But again, I showed you his little whiskers, whatever he has in this. But if you wanted also one more thing before I say my prayers with you guys and go. If you take a look right here, it's got his chin and it's got his lips. So when I go to turn around and I show you that, which is even going to be better because now I know where to fight it out even more, which I have a bunch of other YouTubes I said I had to do. But look at that. He's got his chin. He's got his number. Oh, and one thing about the number. If you take a look at this number, it says N-E-W, N like E-D, which looks like N-W-D. When you get into this right here and you take a look at it, you can see it looks, here's his mustache, it looks like these are numbers going across here, and there's like D's. These are D's. This is a D. This is a D. Okay, so he's got these, here's like an E over the top of a D, and the reason why he writes over the top of them is because they move. And then there's these secret codes that go throughout it. There's so much info in this. If you take a look, this is his stories that he writes in here. And I know it doesn't look like much, but man, this stuff is 100% decipherable. It is very difficult though, very. But you know, it's like I need some help, buddies. And with that, I hope you give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, wear a mask, wash your hands, social distance. I want you guys to call a friend, brother, sister, mother, father, tell your teacher, teacher, don't have to go to school. YouTube is awesome. You can learn so much. Look at this. Look at that big word. Something like F-A-R-A-R-A-D. And I think we was just going across some of those words. So that means if the mouth is right in there, that means he would have the same writing going across in here. Okay? Because here's his face. So here's these writings. Don't be surprised if I pull those all out tomorrow. But the problem is, it's going to be hundreds of letters and numbers and everything else over the top. They're very hard to decipher when you put so many. It's like signing your name over the top of your name thousands of times with different system, left hand, right hand, all that. Don't forget, say your prayers, thumbs up, subscribe. God bless. Amen.